if you cut yourself out, we might have a few of these. There you go, Popeye.
Thanks.
You just need a hat. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yo, in our background, what are you doing?
Strong to the finish, 'cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
That'll go in the outtake for just to see. Alright, you want to,
All right.
I kind of forget how we did these things.
No, yeah, I know it's been a while, but this cheese is excellent. Maybe we should do a cheese show. I think we're better at choosing cheese than we are at choosing wines lately. Well, lately we haven't been choosing too many wines.
Yeah.
So, we're kind of back. So, welcome back, everyone. The show is called Drink This, if you've forgotten. Hopefully, you've been catching up on all of
plenty of old
our
episodes
previous episodes. And hopefully, everyone is safe and sound.
You safe? Sound?
Sound, well, maybe
Sound-
not of sound
sound
mind,
mind.
but definitely safe.
Life's good over in this part of the world. No complaints.
No, but looking forward to getting back to a little bit of normalcy.
Normal, yeah. It's been so long, I'm starting to forget
Yeah,
what it's all about.
and drinking some wine. This week, I thought spring weather is coming along. Let's try a little fruity wine. So my suggestion was to try 2 Pinot Noirs. The original plan was to get one from Oregon and one from New Zealand, and we wound up with 2 California Pinots.
Yeah.
So we'll
It's
see
good to
how
be
it goes.
flexible.
It is, definitely. Well, you take what you can. And that's what's fun about going into your local wine store and not having an idea or having an idea and just being persuaded to try something new. And I think that's what it comes down to. Trying something different.
The one I picked though is actually, it's not so much new because I already had experience with it. I already knew it was one that I enjoyed. That's disclosure.
There you go. Well, I couldn't find anything from Oregon at a decent price. I mean, there's a lot of very good Oregon wines, but they're a little pricey. We're talking about $80 to $90 Canadian. You can't go wrong, but that wasn't necessarily the purpose of
There's
the
a lot
show.
of fantastic Oregon wines at $20, $30 as well. We just couldn't find them today.
Yeah, we can't find them in our local store.
Yeah.
So I went with the suggestion of the shop clerk, and it was also a try this with a little label. So I figured, why not? We'll try it. And it came recommended. Then I tried to look up this wine, and I don't know if you remember when we did the Prohibition 1921,
Yeah.
and couldn't find it was another mystery wine.
Yeah, we'll put a link just below to that wine. It was our how to rate a bad wine.
Yeah, that was probably one of our worst
It
wines
was
that
the
we've
worst
tried.
one so far.
Yeah, so we're hoping this isn't the case with the secret Cellars, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So we're going. We talked earlier about how we present the show, and I thought it's going to be interesting because we're going to compare a wine with very little web presence, very low reviews on the review sites we checked out. Not that the reviews are low, but there weren't many reviews. Going up against something that's very well known, like Crema, very well known winery, well respected, very fantastic web presence. Their website, actually, I should say, is beautiful.
it is
Check it out.
spectacular.
Very informative and well made. Whoever put together that website, kudos to you.
I don't think
So,
I've tried a wine from La Crema that I haven't enjoyed.
Exactly. So we're going against something known and marketed well against something with almost no marketing.
Right, and it's funny because it's very similar. The Prohibition 1921
Couldn't find
was
anything about it.
actually a Quebec distributor that put together his recipe, his list of ingredients based on what he thinks that the Quebec market is looking for.
Mhm.
And oddly enough, we're both Quebecers and wasn't what we were looking for.
No, wasn't.
So this is a U.S. distributor, and we'll see if he knows his market better than the Quebec
All
distributor. that
right.
we
Cheers.
tried.
Let's dig in.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy. This is the
This is the Secret Cellars
secret salad.
Pinot Noir. It's 2018 from Central
Whereabouts in California? Do you know?
Sonoma Valley. So
Both Sonoma.
yeah. We'll see what what it says.
I mentioned to Ron earlier that with our presentation here, I want to not focus so much on every single little flavor profile and nuance, and really just get to the heart of the matter of whether we like the wine or not, whether it's a good buy or not. So you'll pardon me if I don't go into great detail with all the minutiae of the flavor profile.
And you'll
say minutiae?
Sure. Minutia. Hey, Barn. Mushy.
Yeah, I remember that. How old are you? Do you remember that?
Barney Miller.
What was his name? Detective.
Yamana.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Pull that one out.
Thank you.
Back to the wine.
Yeah, so back to the wine. It is not disappointing. It smells of... it's a little smoky.
It's got most of your typical Pinot flavors. You think of cherry,
Yeah.
pomegranate, bit of smoke.
You know, some very ripe fruits. Nothing overbearing. It's not a very strong wine. I mean,
We spoke a bit earlier off camera, and we said it does give you the sense that it's a bit of a manufactured wine. You called it a recipe wine.
yeah, it
You think
seems
the
like
guy kind of almost decided ahead of time of what he wanted it to taste like, and then added different ingredients to get it to where he wanted it. So it's not bad, but it doesn't have that real nice finesse.
No, reading up on the distributor, I mean, the guy's been at it for a while, so he has a good idea of what he's basically has a good idea of what his customers want, and he produces accordingly.
Yeah.
Although this wine at our local store is
It's 24.
this wine at our local store.
Store.
Well,
Store. You can call it a store.
Okay, it's
Nothing wrong with
at the local store. It's $24.30, so it's not given away.
Well, that's actually, I was going to say, if you mind if I give my official review. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's it. With that face, it's not bad.
No. Although
My socks are still on.
right,
Didn't.
$24.30 for a bottle of wine. We've had better.
Yes.
Pinot is not necessarily my favorite grape. I like something a little more full-bodied.
Robust.
So this is not bad. It does have a little bit of oomph to it. It's high in alcohol.
Yeah. I mentioned earlier one of my criteria now for grading the wines. We're going to give them scores like we talked about in some earlier shows. But I would say, am I going to go out and buy 3 or 4 bottles of this because I really like it, so I want to have a few around the house? And the answer is a definitive no.
No.
And for the scoring, we talked earlier, I was going to settle on probably about a 7 out of 10.
Originally, I'm giving it a 7.5.
Originally. You change your mind?
I would like to taste the La Crema again and put it up against it, and basically that's going to be my my benchmark.
Yeah, good idea. Let's do that.
Okay.
La Crema from Sonoma Coast.
Much bigger
Wow.
winery. Well, actually, it is a winery.
2018.
So both 2018s, both 100% Pinot.
Made by someone with a vast amount of experience, Craig McAllister, originally from New Zealand. Been making wine for 13, 14 years at least.
And been in the industry for much longer.
Yeah, so a real pro is what I wanted to get to. Someone who, and if you go through, again, we mentioned La Crema website. If you go through their site, it's informative, nicely put together.
Oh, it's a beautiful site.
Yeah, so check that out. We'll put a link down below, make it easy to go.
Unlike this one where you look up the wine and it actually redirects you to another site. So
yeah, the distributor, I guess.
The distributor, exactly. Purple, I believe, is what it's called.
To the people who made the wine, I mean, at least you can do is stick up a website. How difficult is that? So
yeah,
it's kind of annoying.
And
actually.
not just that, is that the site you're redirected to is pretty
not very good.
Pretty.
So
yeah.
If you're gonna go through all the trouble to make a half decent wine, you should at least put your marketing pants on for a couple of days and throw together a website.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Did we wake up on the wrong side of the bed, did we?
Well, I didn't know it.
Okay. Good. So try a good one.
Yeah.
Or at least what we hope is.
Well, like I said earlier, I know it's good. I have I've had a few bottles of this, and I always enjoy it.
So to the nose, for me, it's much more like a Pinot.
Yeah, it's smoother.
Smoother.
Right away, you can taste without being overly specific.
It's not as jammy.
Yeah, it's a bit more finesse.
Yeah, the aromas blend better.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't smell bad.
No,
It just
it's not a bad wine. It just doesn't have, you know, like we said earlier.
made to order.
Yeah.
Artisanal. This is, someone who's basically grown the grapes, fine-tuned their techniques.
Yeah, see, I think this guy probably just bought his grapes from someone else, where this guy
right
was helping out. I don't know if he helps in the farm or not, but I imagine he probably did. Where he really spends time from birth to, what do you say, birth to coffin, or is there an expression for that? Birth to
there
dirt.
is now.
From birth to dirt. He just follows every step.
I don't like the way that sounds.
Birth to dirt?
No, there's no ring to it.
Well, think of something better. Cradle to coffin.
Earth to girth?
Cradle to coffin.
Cradle to... that sure. How about just from vine to bottle?
Bud to bottle.
Bud to bottle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buds in the spring.
Yeah.
From bud to bottle. He follows the process.
From root? From root to bottle?
I am root.
I am Groot. I am Groot. Yeah. How's the wine?
Not bad. No, I said that was not bad. This is better than not bad. It's pretty good. I like it. See, I would go, not only what I would go, I have gone and bought 3 or 4 bottles of La Crema, Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir, because I think it's a really lovely wine. Whenever you're in the mood for Pinot, if you have one of those in the cellar.
Well, I have a few La Cremas, but they are Cab Sauvignons. You know what? I have always experimented with different types of wine, but always gone back to my Cab Sauvignon.
Mm-hmm.
And this show has allowed me to experiment more with whites.
Yeah, all sorts of things. Remember
All
the
sorts of different wines.
nice wine we had, the Nero d'Avola from Sicily.
Nero d'Avola was fantastic.
Which things like that we don't try very often.
Right, so I'm not going to the same section in our wine store anymore.
Right.
I'm asking questions and
So I'm gonna give this a 7.5, pushing 8. I think it's a very nice wine and definitely worth the money at $20. Was it? No, it's $30. $30 here in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I would happily spend a couple more bucks to get this one, because
this one's at $24.30, but I would spend a few more bucks and buy the
it's $30. So
okay.
To me it's a good buy, and I recommend it. There we go.
So goodbye.
Goodbye. Just like that. It's a quick ending.
Poof.
Okay, goodbye. See ya. Thanks for coming. Cheers. Thanks for joining us.